Good morning, good afternoon, good evening for you all on the line. I'm Diego Souza. I'm based in Brazil, but I have a regional role in J&J. At the moment, I'm in Bogota, Colombia, uh, due to a few business meetings I have in the city this week. So my career in J&J started in 2015, but prior to J&J, I had also some important experiences that led me, to J&J and J and helped me out to move with my career in the company. So I have a background in industrial engineering. I'm from the very south of Brazil. I studied industrial engineering there, and I started my career in the steel making industry. So I worked in procurement as the initial part of my career as an intern in a company based in Brazil in the steel sector, and later on I moved to a management associate in procurement as well in this company. Basically, I led some strategic projects on the side of procurement and especially on the side of supplier development. And later on, after 3 years after I graduated, I started a master's degree also in industrial engineering. I always had a passion about performance measurement, KPIs, statistics. So I did my master's focused on performance measurement systems. And when I did my master's, I was working at the same time, and I started to get a perspective about how, research and how, technology can help companies to have better performance, and that, it's part of, my passion during the early stages of my career. I moved to a new role in the company, so I took a position as a coordinator on the side of logistics operations. It was the first time I had a full team reporting to me. I had roughly 70 employees on the operational side of logistics, running operations in three shifts, 24/7. Very, robust experience in leading people and delivering results every day. I did that for roughly 2.5 years. And later on, I received an invitation to move to the UK, and I got a full scholarship to do a PhD in the UK. So I moved from Brazil to Manchester, and I did a PhD in industrial engineering, again focused on supply chain management, especially on the strategic side of supply chain, working on supply chain design and improvement. It was a tremendous experience because I had the chance to work with companies in the infrastructure industry in the UK and in Brazil as well. I had the chance to partner up with executives at very senior levels in those companies. And after I graduated, I enrolled in the J&J IRDP program in 2015. So before I finished my PhD, I interviewed with companies on the side of management consulting, on the side of healthcare, on the side of technology, and I make my choice based on what I heard during the interviews with J&J. I had the chance to move to the U.S. My first assignment in J&J was in Miami, Florida. Sorry, and I lived in Miami for the first 8 months in J&J, where I had an assignment as a project manager, as an IRDP hire, working with the senior leaders of logistics in Latin America. And I took the opportunity because during the interviews, I got a perspective that I would have like a clear structure to promote change in J&J and put my ideas on paper and change those ideas and influence the company to get better results. So it was a decision based on the openness that I realized during the interview process. And as I said, I started in Miami, Florida. I stayed there for 8 months as a project manager. At that time, I did several projects, some of them very challenging at the beginning, but they got me the perspective of the way the company operated. And after this assignment, I got back to Brazil, and I took a position as a senior manager for customer and logistics services on the side of strategy and deployment based in Brazil. And it was the time also that I started to put together a team. And after 2.5 years in this position, I have nowadays 17 associates working with me along with Latin America, deploying our strategy and executing our key strategic projects across the region. And over the past 6 months, I've been acting as a head of S&D in an interim position, as an interim assignment I've taken. And in this assignment, I have full responsibility of around the strategy of logistics for Latin America in Johnson & Johnson. So pretty much that's my career path over the past 10 years or